Right. Right. Okay. So guys, there are two types of databases in SQL Server. One is system databases, second one is user databases. System databases, user databases means right? If users are creating the databases, that is called user databases. When we are creating the databases manually, those are called user databases. System databases means you can guess it, okay? System databases, you will get it when we install the SQL Server. When we install the SQL Server, we will get the system databases. When we install the SQL Server, we will get the system databases, guys. When we install the SQL Server, we will get the system databases. You can see here, okay? If you just double click on this databases, you can see system databases folder. If you double click on this folder, you can see four system databases, okay? Four system databases. So what are system databases, guys? System databases
Master.
are, yeah,
Master.
when we install SQL Server, by default, we'll get a system databases. Okay, there are five system databases in SQL Server. Five system databases in SQL Server. There are five system databases in SQL Server. So, Shanmukh, we just seen four, right? So, what about fifth one? Where is the fifth one?
Hidden database.
Yeah. Okay. So fifth database is a hidden database, guys. You cannot see directly in the management studio, but I'll show you the physical files. Okay. There are five system databases in SQL Server. So what are those system databases, guys?
Master
Master,
model.
model,
Model.
MSDB.
MSDB,
Yes.
TempDB.
Temp.
TempDB, and your
Resource.
resource database, master database, model database, MSDB, TempDB, and resource database. Let's discuss one by one, guys. What master will do? If Microsoft is creating these databases during the installation itself, means there should be an importance, right? So each system database will have its own priority. Each system database will have its own architecture. I mean to say, each system database will have its own importance, right? So let's discuss one by one what a master database will do, what a model will do, what a MSDB will do, and TempDB, and what resource database will do. Let's discuss one by one, guys. Right. Master database is very crucial database. Okay. Database in the SQL Server. It's a brain of the SQL Server. All the SQL Server configurations, okay, settings, okay, information will be stored in master database, guys. All the SQL Server related internal information, all the SQL Server related internal information like server name, whatever it is, all the internal information and the configurations. Each SQL Server will have some settings, right? Some configurations and all. Those configurations information and all, like right? The default system databases location, default user databases location. These are all the SQL Server configurations like maximum server memory, max DOP, cost threshold parallelism. Like these are some settings are there. These settings information also will be stored in the master database, guys. Master knows, okay, the locations of other databases. Master knows the locations of other databases. Other databases in the sense other system databases and user database means, for example, you created one database, Flipkart. So the location, the path is there, right? Where data files are stored, where log files are stored. That information logically it will store in the master database, guys. Are you getting the point? Master knows other databases locations also, other database files locations also. Master will store locations. Don't think other user databases will be stored in the master database. No, master database is a separate entity. User databases are separate entities. Don't think as we are selecting master here, so everything is created in the master only. Don't think that master is a separate database. Okay, other user databases are separate databases, other system databases are separate. So don't think everything will be stored in the master. No, people will generally think that everything will be stored in the master. No, not at all. SQL related information, the server related information, configurations related information, other database files related information, that information will be stored in the master database. In the system databases, generally we don't store any user related data. That's why we don't create any tables. We can create the tables, but we don't create any tables in the system databases, guys. Manually, we don't create anything. So those are system databases are meant to store the system related information. So that's why, okay, we don't store, we don't create any user related information and all in the system databases, guys. So master knows the other database locations, other database files locations also master knows, guys. And master, okay, master knows the logins information with the passwords. Master knows the logins information, who are all going to log into the SQL server, who can access the SQL server, and the usernames, their passwords also will be stored in the master database, guys. Logins information also will be stored in the master database, guys. Logins information also will be stored in the master database. So like this very crucial data and all will be stored in the master database, especially SQL server related data, the metadata related information and all will be stored in the master database. If master is corrupted, tell me guys, if master is corrupted, will my SQL server up and running? Guess it.
No.
No.
Okay, SQL server will be in stopped state, will be stopped. Okay, will be stopped. If master is corrupted, SQL server won't be up and running, guys. SQL server will be in stopped state. Why? Because without master there is no SQL server. If master itself is not there, I told you right, it's the brain of the SQL server. Master is the brain of the SQL server. Master is the heart of the SQL server. Without these things, how can we survive? So in the same way, without master database, there is no SQL server. Everything, every information related to SQL server and other databases related information also will be stored in the master database. So if master is not there, it cannot start. SQL server cannot start. If master is corrupted, SQL server will be stopped, guys. This is how crucial master database it is. Clear? Any questions, any doubts about master database? Guys, questions, doubts? Okay, fine. Now let's go to the next database called model database. Model database. Model, you can see the model. Generally, we have this word, right? Role model, role model. What is the meaning of role model, guys? Means we'll try to inherit their qualities. Correct?
Copying.
Yeah, we'll try to copy, right? We'll try to copy them. Correct? So model is also same kind of things, guys. Model, okay?
Template of.
Yes. Okay. Model is also an important system database in the SQL server. Model will act as a template for the newly created databases. Model will act as a template for the newly created databases. Let me go back and let me try creating new database. So now I'm trying to create a new database. Now you can see, by just giving the name, I can create the database. How it is possible? I told you this is a template. This is a template, guys. We are renaming the template, I told you. By just giving the name, we can create the database. Just name. Then how we are getting the data file, log file? How we are getting the names? How it is selecting data and log? How it is selecting a particular file group? How it is showing 8 MB, 8 MB as the initial size? How autogrowth is showing 64 MB unlimited, 64 MB unlimited? How path is showing like this? From where it is inheriting all these properties, guys? Any guess? And you can see in the options, you can see some of them are true, some of them are false. How it knows all these things? How? Any guess, guys? You can guess it. Because of which system database? System database. Model system, model database, guys. Okay? Model, that's why I told you a word called a template. Model will act as a template for the newly created databases. Means It will create a structure. By default, a structure will be there. When you click on new database, simply a copy of model database you are renaming, guys. Are you getting the point? It will give you a copy. Hey, brother, use this copy. You can create the database using this existing copy. So simply it's like a Xerox. Or else, very simple example, it's like a resume. Resume, generally we don't create our own resume, right? We'll take the resume from others. Chalo, remove the name, add my name. Remove the email, add my email. Remove the phone number, add my phone number. Shanmukh, I created the resume. Can you please check once? Right? The same template will be there. Only names will be changed in the same way. When you're creating a new database, model will give you a copy. Hey boss, use this copy, rename it. So you are renaming a copy of model database, guys, when you're creating a database. Are you getting the point? Are you getting the point, guys? Is it clear? Model will act as a template for the newly created database. That's why I can create database with three words. Create a database name, from where we are getting all these settings, configurations, names and all, from where we are getting, from where it is inheriting the properties, from your model database. If you don't believe me, let me show you. What is the file size now, guys? What is the file size? 64, 64 and 8 MB, 8 MB, right? So now I'll go to model database, right click properties, go to files. I'm just simply showing this as a 81 MB. Okay. I can change other settings also. I can change this to maybe 100 MB or 101 MB. Okay. Click OK. Done. See, remember this earlier 88, 64, 64. Now 81, 101. Okay. I'm just clicking OK. Done. I'm just changing the model database properties, right? Now I'm creating a new database, guys. Can you see now the change? Earlier, if you see, when you are trying to create a new database, it will show you 8 MB, 8 MB here, 64 MB, 64 MB here. When I change the model database properties, then after that, if you are trying to create a new database, it is trying to take these settings from the model database. In the model, the data file size is 81 MB and the log file size is 8 MB, and the auto growth value is 101%, and in this log file growth value is 64 MB. So we are getting all these values from the model database. So a newly created database is copying the properties of the model database and it is creating the database quickly. Clear, guys? Model database. That's it. Are we good, guys? Any questions, doubts? Why so silent? Boring?
Yeah, no doubts.
Okay.
No doubts.
Okay, so model will act as a template for the newly created databases. All the user databases are inheriting from the copy of a model database. If model is corrupted, is my SQL server up and running, guys?
Yes.
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 Yes. Type your answers in the chat quickly. If my model is corrupted, will my SQL server up and running? Type your answers quickly in the chat. Quickly. We don't have time. Right, okay. So It will but can't create new database. Abhilash, Teshomi, yes. Raj, yes. Pallavi, yes. Sirisha, yes. Veena, yes. Saida, yes. Fayaz, yes. And Srivani, yes. Priya, no. Pavan, yeah, yes. Akshita, yes. Okay, fine. And Abhilash, when we are going to Abhilash, not now. It will take time. Okay, at the end of the course, we'll cover that one. Fine, right? So now, out of all these yes, I can see Priya said no. Why Priya no? Any idea? Or is it Inky Pinky Ponky no? Priya, any idea why it is no? Everyone said yes. Priya, can you hear me?
Yeah, Shanmugh. It will create some issues while restoring or fetching a data.
Which issues, Priya? Try it. Okay, that's good. Try it.
I think Shanmugh, that master database template will also affect this.
Not exactly, but similar. Okay, so the answer is no, not yes, guys. The answer is no. If model is corrupted, we cannot start the SQL server. SQL server won't be started. If model is corrupted, SQL server won't be started, guys. Okay, why, how, I'll tell you. Okay, let's go to the next system database called, okay, MSDB. MSDB. So MSDB is the optional system database. Not so important system database as master model. Not so crucial database as master model. Okay, it is responsible for automation. It is responsible for automation, guys. Automation like jobs, maintenance plans. Okay, so all this information will be stored in the MSDB. SSIS packages information also will be stored. Okay, SSIS packages, SQL Server Integration Services packages information also will be stored in the MSDB. MSDB is mainly responsible for the automation, guys. Mainly responsible for the automation. Jobs, we can achieve automation using jobs, maintenance plans, SSIS packages and all. So MSDB is responsible for automation mainly. If MSDB is corrupted, can I start the SQL Server? If MSDB is corrupted, will my SQL up and running, guys?
Yes, it is optional.
Okay, yes, the answer is yes. The SQL Server will be up and running, but we'll face issues with the automation. That's it. Okay, the SQL Server will be up and running, but the automation will be affected. Automation tasks will be affected, guys. Affected. Right. Now, let's go to the next system database called TempDB. TempDB, very important database, guys. This is also as crucial as master database. Okay, TempDB is nothing but a temporary database, guys. TempDB is nothing but temporary database. Okay, very crucial as master. Very crucial database as a master, guys. Now, here we are using some where conditions, right? When you use some where is my cursor, guys? Can you see my cursor? Oh, okay, got it. Fine, right. Now, when I am trying to run this statement, I can see, okay, orders, right? I can see these values. Actually, I have 5 records, but I can see when I run the statement, I can see only 3 records. Why? Because of where condition. Then what about other 2 records? Where it went? I told you it will create a temporary tables. Where these temporary tables will be created, guys? Guess.
TempDB.
TempDB. TempDB. Okay, the temporary tables will be created in the TempDB. Very important, very crucial database. All the users, if users are running sessions like this, their user sessions related data will be stored in the TempDB, guys. The data processing will be done in the TempDB only actually. Okay, data processing will be done in TempDB only. The data processing will be done in TempDB only. Whatever processing, this is processing only. What is processing, guys? This is processing only actually. The data processing and all will be done in TempDB. So TempDB is very crucial database. Okay, and what else is data processing and all will be done in TempDB, right? Apart from this, data processing. Okay, index rebuild, index rebuild and reorg operations also will be performed in the TempDB. I'll tell you what is index rebuild, index reorg and all. So don't worry guys, what is index rebuild, when we'll do rebuild, when we'll do reorg, I'll tell you. Index rebuild, reorg also, okay, will be done in TempDB guys, done in TempDB. So the data processing also will be done in TempDB. There is a specialty with the TempDB guys. What is the special, you know? Whenever you restart the SQL server, always a new TempDB will be created. Automatically, we don't create anything. Whenever you restart the SQL server, always a new TempDB will be created automatically. A new TempDB will be created automatically. So listen carefully. Whenever you restart the SQL server, a new TempDB will be created automatically. So how it knows? Is this point clear, guys? Whenever we restart and one more thing, as the TempDB will store unsorted data, okay, not in structure, okay, unstructured data. It will store the unsorted data, right? So that's why we can't take the backup of TempDB. Remember guys, very important point. Sometimes interest will ask you how to take TempDB backup. That is not possible. Other system databases backups you can take. TempDB backup you cannot take. Why? Because unsorted data will be there, unstructured data will be there. Where we are going to use that? That is a kind of rough notes. Rough notes, you know, right? Writing all the things in one place, that our rough notes we only can understand. Your rough notes you can understand, my rough notes I can understand. Others can't understand. In the same way, whatever users are storing, see now here users are storing this data for users purpose. Administrator is executing this query. For him, I am going to create a temporary table. Where I can create temporary table? We have a one location called TempDB. There we can create temporary table. Like that, how many users will be connected, guys, to the SQL server? How many users will execute the queries? Each and every session data will be stored in the TempDB. So you know how crucial the TempDB is. So that's why we'll configure TempDB separately for the optimal performance. We'll configure TempDB separately. We have some recommended practice to TempDB. So we'll have, I'll tell you during the performance tuning and all. So TempDB is very, very crucial system database, guys. Okay, all the data processing and all will be done in TempDB only. Questions? Now tell me, whenever you restart the SQL server, a new TempDB will be created. How it will be created, guys? TempDB means that is also having data files and log files, right? Whenever you restart the SQL server, I am saying, whenever you restart the SQL server, I am saying it will create a new TempDB. But how it will create? In which location it will store the data files and log files? How it is possible? Any guess?
The
You know
data will
the- you know-
memory.
What the already created TempDB data file log file and the space free for
You know the answer. You can easily guess it. We have already discussed that point.
Master database know all the remaining database locations.
Not exactly. Any guess? At least use the words. That is enough. I'm very happy At least you can guess
Model
the
model database.
how.
Creates a template
Very good, Akshita.
for newly creating database.
Very good. Correct. Okay. So how it knows when, as I said, when you restart the SQL server, it will create a TempDB, new TempDB. So how it knows in which location I have to create, what should be the minimum size of the files? How it knows all these things? Because your TempDB will depends on the model database. Okay. So now tell me, if my model is corrupted, can I start the SQL server? Will my SQL server up and running, guys, if model is corrupted?
No.
Why no? Why?
Because
Because yes,
mm,
if model is corrupted, we cannot create new databases. So if TempDB also can't be created, if there is no TempDB, there is no SQL server. Are you getting the point, guys? Now, what is the reason? This is the interview question. If my model is corrupted, will my SQL server up and running? If your model is corrupted, okay, SQL server won't be up and running, guys. It will be in stop state. Why? Because if model is corrupted, it cannot inherit the TempDB cannot inherit the properties of model, as model is not online. So if TempDB can't inherit the properties of from model, how it can be, how the new TempDB will be created? How come the new TempDB will be created? So that's why if there is no new TempDB, SQL server won't start. That's how it is related, guys. Is it clear now? If my model is corrupted, will my SQL server up and running, guys?
No.
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 Why? Your TempDB will depends on the model. So if no model means no TempDB, no TempDB means no SQL server. Okay. Right? All the data processing will be done in TempDB. So it's better to maintain separate drives for the TempDB. If TempDB is good, guys, your SQL Server performance also will be good, guys. Right? The next last system database is ResourceDB. So what is ResourceDB? Where we can see this ResourceDB? How to see this ResourceDB? What is the use of this ResourceDB? Will be discussed, guys. Right. Okay. So resource database is also as crucial as master. As crucial as master. So generally, people will say master and resource both are like wife and husband kind of thing. Master and resource, master database and resource database, both are like a wife and husband or girlfriend and boyfriend. Whatever data you are storing in the master, the same data also will be stored in the model. Resource database, guys. Okay, resource database. And resource database is mainly responsible to store the SQL Server version, guys. Version, build number. So when you patch the SQL Server, actually the resource database is going to be updated, guys. Is going to be updated. So resource database will play a crucial role in the patching, upgrading the SQL servers, guys. Your resource database. So it is hidden. Why? Because it's very important. See this information, whatever version you can see now, this version related information, the SQL Server version related information will be stored in the resource database only. That's why when you upgrade the resource database, the version will be upgraded. You are patching SQL Server means what? Indirectly, you are patching a resource database, guys. Resource database is responsible to hold the version. When you patch it, the version will be upgraded. The value will be changed. Means what? Indirectly, they patched the resource database. So resource database is very important and very crucial database. I told you, right? Master and resource both are like wife and husband kind of relation. How master is crucial, resource is also that much crucial. So Shanmukh, I cannot see resource. We cannot see in the management studio. You cannot see these files in the management studio. But every system database or user database will have data files and log files, right? Correct, guys? Where we can see that.
Yes.
Let's go to this data folder. Let's go back once. Go to bin directory, bin. Okay, go down, go down, go down. See. MS SQL system resource. Guys, out of these two files, which one is data file, which one is log file? Can you guess? You can guess.
Second one is the data file and first one is the log file.
What about others?
First one is data file and second one is log file.
Next.
No. Second one is the data file. First one is log file. We can see that the table symbol.
Okay, so guys, second one is data file. You can see, if you see the table symbol, that is called data file. If you see rough notes kind of thing, I told you, right, log file is a reusable file. It's a kind of a rough notes. Until the data is going to be committed to the data file, it will save the data temporarily in the log file. Okay, so now you can see this. If you see this notepad kind of thing, that is your log file, guys. If you see table kind of thing, that is your data file. See here, MS SQL system resource data file and MS SQL system resource log file, guys. These are hidden, okay, when compared to other databases, so that make sure this database is not going to be corrupted, guys. Clear? Questions, doubts? Questions, doubts? Okay, so that's why resource database generally it's not visible, okay, but resource database is existed, guys. Without resource database, SQL Server won't be existed. Okay, that's how crucial the resource database is.
We can see from managing studio, right?
You cannot see. You
sort
cannot.
files.
No. That is files, not data.
Yeah.
Just files we can see. I'll show you. Don't worry. Okay. Fine, guys. So we have two more important questions on this topic. They will ask you, guys. They will ask you about system database. They will ask you to explain the system databases. How many system databases are there? What each system database will do? What is the difference between master and model? What TempDB will do? Okay. So all these questions you can expect from this system databases concept, guys. Right. Now I have a quick question for all of you. Very simple. You can answer. You can at least guess it. When you restart the SQL server, okay, when you restart the SQL server,
When we update the patches, we have to take the proper approval from the team.
no, Raj, I'm not saying that. I'm not discussing about the patching.
Services.
When you restart the SQL server, in what order system databases will come online? Guess it. Guess your
Master.
answer. No.
Master.
Wait. Type your answers in the chat. Again, I'm asking my question. I'm repeating. When you restart or start the SQL server, in which order the system databases will come online? Guess it and tell me the answer. 5 system databases, in which order they will come online? Once they all come online, what is that matter, Harsha? Master. You typed as matter. What matter? I thought.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Give me the order of system databases when you restart the SQL server, in which order these system databases will come on. And you can guess it. You can easily guess it. The importance of each system database you know right now. So you can easily guess it. Mm, mm. Mm. Only 3 people or 4 people answered till now. Try it, guys. No issues. Just try it. No problem at all. Teshomi. I didn't expected that answer from you, man. Seriously, very good, guys. Very good. Very good contribution. I'm so happy. Most of you answered perfectly fine. Most of you. Okay. So, Harsha, wrong answer, but okay. Good try. Okay. Pallavi, master resource model temp, perfect. Perfect. Pandu, perfect. Prasad, almost perfect. Pavan, okay. Almost, okay, almost, okay. Abhilash, master temp model. Abhilash, wrong answer. Sirisha, master resource model temp, good. Akshita, master resource model temp MSDB, perfect. Saida, master temp, master temp, master temp model. Now you know the mistake, Saida. Wrong answer.
Yes, Shanmugha.
Vani, master resource model MS temp, good, good. Only just MS, okay, has to be lost. Raz, master temp model, wrong answer, Raz. Teshomi, master MSDB, TempDB, resource DB. Where is the important database, Teshomi? What about the model database? Abdullah, master resource model TempDB MSDB, perfect. Priya, master MSDB model, wrong answer. Sirisha, choose equals to next equals to that is MS speaker on right click and start. What is this, Sirisha Sri? Sirisha Sri?
I'm sorry, Shanmugha.
What is that? What is that? Is it rough notes or what?
I'm sorry. I thought I have to restart the SQL.
Oh, how to restart the SQL server? Okay, no problem, no problem. Then it is correct.
Sorry for it.
No problem.
Sorry.
Fine, no problem, no problem. Okay, always master. Okay, let me add this. When we restart or start SQL server, in which order the system databases will come online. Okay, first, as you know, that very crucial database, which is master. Master only 2 or 3 people they mentioned resource database. Guys, master only will knows other system databases, data files and log files. If master is not coming online first, the other system databases cannot come online. If all the system databases are not coming online, SQL Server will not come online, guys. So master first will come online. That is a crucial database. I told you, master and resource both are wife and husband. You cannot, okay? You cannot leave wife, so it will be difficult to manage. Okay, after master, resource database. Then here 2-3 people did mistake. Just 2-3 people, not all. Model will come. Why? Because based on the model only, right, we can create a TempDB. How TempDB will be created? Just now we discussed it, right? TempDB will be created based on the model, the properties, the values, the paths, everything will be inherited from model DB. If model DB is not coming online first, how TempDB will come online? Are you getting the point, guys? Is it clear? Those who said wrong answer. So first model has to come online, then TempDB, then finally the least priority system database, which is MSDB. This is the order of coming the system databases online when you restart the SQL server, guys. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, Shanmugh.
Yes.
Right. Now just one more point, just 2-3 points. That's it. I'll end the session for today. And database IDs. Okay. It's not an interview question, but it's good to learn. Database IDs. So what will be the, see, every object will have ID as discussed earlier. Table will have table ID, object ID. Database will have database ID. Job will have job ID. So like that we have every object we have ID. So databases also will have IDs. So you can guess it. What is the ID of master database, guys? The ID starts from 1.
1.
Okay, 1. Next, after master, what is the very crucial system database, you think?
Resource.
Model.
Source.
Very good. Resource is crucial. Apart from
Yes.
resource,
Model.
model. Very good. Apart from model, see, model will act, will help.
Like a temp.
Yeah, model will help to create the TempDB, but
TempDB.
when compared to master, the next priority system database is TempDB only. Why? Because all the data processing and all will be done in TempDB only. Okay, then model database ID is 3 and MSDB ID is 4, and finally the resource database ID is
2, 326, 32767.
67, and the user database IDs will start from
5.
IDs will start from 5. Okay, so let me show you. You won't believe me, right? Let me show you. Right click, new query. There is a command to see this sp_help db. Okay, if you run this statement, you can see each and every database IDs. Okay, let me pull this column here. Okay, you can keep this column here. See, Flipkart user database starts from 5, master 1, TempDB 2, model DB 3, MSDB 4. Clear, guys? Clear? Now resource database, Shanmugh, show me the resource database. We cannot directly see the resource database in the management studio, but using one query, you can find out the files of the resource database, that is called select star from sys.sysalt files. Okay, if you execute this query, then it will help you to find out all the system databases all the system and user databases also, all the databases, data files and log files locations, it will tell you guys. This command will tell you all the databases, data files and log files locations. This command will help you to find out all the databases, data file. I cannot go and check each and every database, data file and log file, which location and all. I can simply run this statement. It will show you all the database data files, okay, are storing in which location, and all the database log files are storing in which location. You can easily check, guys. Okay, you can see here file name. Okay, so if you go down DB IDs, this is master data file, master log file, TempDB data file, TempDB log. Two you can see model database data file, model database log file, MSDB data file and MSDB log file. Finally, Flipkart data file, Flipkart log file. And we have one more file also for Flipkart. We have added, right? That is file 2. And see here, data and log. It is not showing resource database. But how to identify whether this is resource database or not? See the file name. See?
ID number.
See, MS SQL system resource.mdf, MS SQL system resource.ldf. And you can even see the ID also 32767, 32767. So what is the resource database ID, guys?
32767.
Yeah, you can easily remember actually. Don't worry, you can easily remember. As you know that master is very crucial, so always master ID is 1 only. Okay, after master, TempDB is also very crucial, so TempDB ID is 2. Come together, okay, M and M. MSDB, you can see 4 is there. MSDB, 4 letters are there, so MSDB ID is 4. So MM will come together, right? So if MSDB is 4, model should be 3 only. So the leftover is TempDB will be 2. Anyhow, you know resource DB is last one, 32,767. This is how you can remember the IDs, guys. Okay, questions, doubts?
Sir,
Hmm.
I'm confused in TempDB.
See,
If we are storing data
Hmm.
in user database, then what the role of TempDB in this?
Now tell me, when I execute this query, you are getting these values, right? From where we are getting these values? Tell me. Let me complete this. From where we are getting these values? Actual, the table has 5 values, but I can see only 3 values. From where I am getting these values?
Yeah. From
From
Flipkart
where we are getting? Flipkart means where? Flipkart
database.
Did we created this table? Did we created this table with 3 records?
Yes.
Where we created this table with 3 records? The
In
table,
Flipkart
no,
database.
no. In the Flipkart database, I created this table. Okay, this table I created. Okay,
Yes.
right? But when
Yes.
I executing this command, I am getting this table. From where we are getting this table? From Flipkart, how it will come? How it will come? In the Flipkart database, only the data will be stored. It don't allow you to take where conditions and all. But when you run this where condition, I can see the data. Somewhere it is storing. Somewhere it is storing. That's why I'm able to get this data. Where it is showing. Where it is storing. If I run this statement, only 2 columns I can see out of 3 columns. That doesn't mean is it doing any changes to the physical table? If it is dropping the 3rd column, then your answer is correct. But when I execute the start from orders, I can see all the columns. When I execute when we are trying to pull a specific columns, I can see only specific columns information. Somewhere it should show temporarily, right? Where it is storing.
Yeah.
That location is called temporary.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
Questions?
Got it.
Questions, doubts? No questions? We are good. Okay, good.
We have nodes for all these. Nashan.
You have already access to the nodes. Don't ask me nodes. This is nodes
Okay.
only. That's
Okay, sir.
okay. You can ask me again. I'll give you, but nothing is blocking you. Okay, for this you're already having access.
Yeah, okay.
Anyhow, I'll give you separate nodes, but you're already having an access to the node, so you're good with this nodes. The same points will be there in that nodes also. But again, I'll give you. Okay, no issues. Fine, guys. Right?
Okay, sir.
So that's it for today. Tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. IST will connect and we'll cover the other things, guys. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Bye. Good night. Good day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shanik. Bye.
Yeah, thank you. Thank
Bye.